The moment has arrived for millions of Catholics in two fragile African countries. Pope Francis starts his visit on Tuesday to Democratic Republic of Congo and South Sudan. Protracted conflict in the neighboring nations has forced millions from their homes, leaving them grappling with hunger. The trip had been scheduled for last July. It was postponed after the 86-year-old pontiff suffered a flare-up in a knee ailment. Now Francis is arriving with a change to his itinerary that reflects the violence afflicting DRC. A stop in the eastern city Goma has now been scrapped after a resurgence of fighting between the army and rebels from the M23 group. Instead, representatives of the Catholic Church in the provincial capital, like Father Adeodatus Mahigi, will make the cross-country journey to Kinshasa.
Nous aurons une petite délégation.
We will have a small delegation to go to Kinshasa, and we have put a lot of emphasis on the victims.
Sur les victimes.
The victims of war, the victims of violence, the victims of natural disasters.
Catastrophes naturelles.
This will be the first papal visit to Congo since 1985. The historic nature of the occasion will be further underscored when the Pope heads to South Sudan on Friday. In an unprecedented move, he will be joined by the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, and the moderator of the General Assembly of the Church of Scotland, Ian Greenshields. The three churches represent the Christian makeup of South Sudan, which gained independence from predominantly Muslim Sudan in 2011. 2 years later, and ethnic conflict erupted, spiraling into a civil war that killed 400,000 people. There are 2.2 million internally displaced people in the country, and 2.3 million fled as refugees. A 2018 deal stopped the worst of the fighting, but parts of the agreement, including the redeployment of a national army, are yet to be implemented. Chris Trott, Britain's ambassador to the Vatican and a former ambassador in South Sudan, said it's hoped that the three churchmen can persuade political leaders to fulfill the promise of the independence movement.